Everyone, my name is Cynthia and I'm the store owner of Sprinkles and Stuff Decorating Supplies. 16 ounce of jet puffed marshmallows, and we have some Crisco. We have our gel colors. We won't actually be using those today. And we have a saran wrap, and we also have, you can use 2 to 3 tablespoons of water. I have my bowl that I'm going to be melting my marshmallow with, a spatula, and yes, I have a Halloween bowl, which is the biggest one that you can find, so you don't have to make too much of a mess on your table. So we're going to start with opening our bag of marshmallows, and I'm going to go ahead and take it to the microwave and melt them. And I'm going to add my water to it at this point. And you want to turn it on for like 2 or 3 minutes, and you actually want to be able to mix in, just like if you were melting chocolate in intervals of like 30 seconds or 1 minute, you want to actually be able to mix your marshmallow to make sure that it's actually melting. So I'm going to add my water, and I'm going to take my spatula and mix the water in there. And then I'll put that in to our microwave. And I'm going to take my powdered sugar, and I'm only going to take half of it at the time. I'm going to pour it into our mixing bowl here, and expect to have a little bit of a mess. So we're going to pour half of it in here. And there's a couple different recipes for marshmallow fondant out there. I like the bowl method just because it's much cleaner, and even though I made a little bit of a mess, it's much cleaner in a bowl, and you get your hands dirty. Okay, so we've gone ahead and melted our marshmallow, and it actually took about 1.5 minutes to melt it, to bring it to completely melted. And again, just kind of like chocolate. I like to stir it every 30 seconds, bring it out and stir it, and of course make sure that you're using a microwave safe bowl. So what I'm going to do is, in here, I'm going to create like a little well in the middle of my bowl. My hands are clean, and I'm going to just go ahead and pour my marshmallow right in the middle there. And again, you can do this on your kitchen counter. Make sure that you use Crisco at the bottom. This is just a nicer way of not making too much of a mess. That is all of our marshmallow, and you can go ahead and just kind of stir it in. And eventually we will be kneading this. I'm just mixing it in here, just so that we don't have to put our hands in it, but you can put your hands in it and start kneading it now. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and grab some Crisco, and you're going to have very soft hands, and you're just going to rub the Crisco all over, and you're going to go ahead and get started kneading your marshmallow fondant. So you can see it right there. It's starting to form a dough right there. And it gets sticky on your hands, but the Crisco helps it from sticking. You can also put Crisco at the bottom of your, you can do it on all your utensils and your bowl also. But again, the bowl helps a little bit from having it all over the place. see my dough already forming. And you don't want it too soft. If you feel that it is still too soft, just add more powdered sugar. I don't think you ever really use the whole bag of powdered sugar, but once you get started to knead it onto your table or your counter, you will be using some powdered sugar or some Crisco on there so it doesn't stick to your table. Just start kneading your marshmallow fondant, and it's still a little soft, so we want to grab some of that powdered sugar. Grab some of that. And it honestly has a big difference in taste. You normally see people wipe off the fondant off their cake when they get a cake, and fondant is very expensive when you have a cake decorated. It can run you a couple $100 if it's for a wedding or a large birthday party. But this can cost you less than $5 to make. So I'm almost just about ready to take it off. My fondant is still, you want to be able to pull it. It must have the elasticity there. I'm actually going to add a little bit more powdered sugar to it and some Crisco to my hands. Just a little bit more. Just knead it in there. And it should only take a few minutes. I've had instances where it took me a lot longer to knead, but it should only take you a few minutes to prepare everything. And then, of course, just knead until the consistency. And then when you're done, you just roll it out. I've used it where I don't put it away in the refrigerator and cover it with saran wrap. I've used it right away. I've used it where I do put it away for the night and use it the next day just to kind of form it. And I've also just put it into a Ziploc bag and kept it in the pantry and used it as I need it. Now, at the point where you were mixing, where it becomes the marshmallow and it's actually in your bowl, you can actually use our gel paste colors to actually be able to color your fondant to whatever color you'd like. And we do carry different colors here. But I like to keep it white and use and color it as I need it, just because I don't know if I'm going to be needing all one color or just needing a little bit at a time. I like to have options. So now I'm going to go ahead and take my bowl out of the way. So we've gone ahead and kneaded our fondant for a few minutes. And now, again, you can start to use it. If you still feel it's too soft, you can go ahead and add more powdered sugar to it and keep kneading it. But then to just store it away, since I'm not going to use it right away, I'm just going to cover it with a little bit of Crisco. And I'm going to grab a little bit of saran wrap. And I'm just going to take it and roll it up, cover it up, and put it into our Ziploc bag. And I'm actually going to put it in the refrigerator for a few hours overnight.
Well,
and
there you
to
have
let
it, guys. Your marshmallow fondant is ready to be put away and ready to be used on your cake or your cupcakes. So visit us again. Stay tuned for our next videos, and remember, you can shop locally at Sprinkles and Stuff Decorating Supplies at 1272 Sartori Avenue, Torrance, California 90501. Our store hours are Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturday 10 to 3. Our phone number is 424-558-8042. And you can also find us on Facebook, Sprinkles and Stuff Decorating Supplies. Thank you, guys.